everyone. I'm Astro Coach Amy. Welcome to my show, The Divine GPS Navigator. Today we'll be talking about the Sun, which is in the Air Sign of Libra from October 18th until November 17th in Western Sidereal Astrology. And you may have one or more of the other 9 planets of Libra in your chart, or perhaps one of the smaller bodies, such as the asteroids or the moon's nodes in Libra. And that will determine how strongly you relate to the Libra energy. It is the 7th sign of the zodiac. It's symbolized by the scales, and it represents balance. Libra is considered a cardinal air sign, and it is ruled by Venus. It's always focused on relationships with others, and truly is considered some of the kindest and most sentimental of the signs. Really dislikes conflict and is very romantic. As Librans, you're very skillful at collaborating and also can be great diplomats and very conscientious in groups of people to really help things flow well. Librans often prefer to have a very beautiful environment, and many of you, in fact, may have a great sense of color and balance. It's interesting with Libra, there are often 2 very distinct areas where people select their career. And again, that will depend upon some of the influences in your birth chart. It is likely that you'll fit into one of the 2 categories. The first one has a lot to do with a career that may appeal to your sense of physical beauty and creativity. And the other one stresses balance. So the first category generally includes artists, musicians, and may also have actors, models, beauticians, makeup artists, designers, and decorators. And the other category are more people that may be in the law profession, such as an attorney, a judge, a legislator, even a mediator. There are some military people that are Librans, as well as diplomats, counselors, and concierge. Since love and romance are so important to you, the key is cooperation in your relationships. So it's so important for you to maintain your sense of integrity and to be mindful not to try to please everyone. Rather, communicate, practice fairness, and a sense of harmony. And these really will be things that will support you in your relationships with others. I like to feature 4 Librans, several are artists actually, but who really exemplify some of the wonderful Libran qualities. And the first one is Peter Max, who's now 80. He is a world famous visionary artist, and he's had a career over 50 years with just his vibrant color and his beautiful artwork that he's done. He has become really a lasting part of the American modern culture. He's really represented the spirit of the 60s and the 70s, and he's created art for Woodstock as well as American presidents, and he even was the official artist for the 2006 Winter Olympics U.S. team. However, Max has another side, and he has helped introduce yoga to many people in the world. He's a passionate environmentalist and a defender of both human and animal rights, and he has used his gifts to help support these causes. The second person is Esperanza Spalding, who is only 33 years old, and she is a musical prodigy. She has truly made her mark on American jazz music. She grew up in Oregon, and she played the violin in the Chamber Music Society of Oregon at the age of 5 years old. She has already won 4 Grammy Awards, including the award for the Best New Artist. And at the 53rd Grammy Awards, she also was the first jazz musician to win in this category. Joni Mitchell, who many people know and love, is now 74. She's a famous Canadian singer, songwriter, and a painter. She has been called one of the greatest songwriters and female recording artists of the late 20th century. Her music is inspired from folk, from rock, from pop, and from jazz, and often has reflected her social and her environmental ideals, as well as her feelings about romance, confusion, disillusionment, and joy. Joni has won 9 Grammy Awards, and she even designs her own album covers as a visual artist. And the fourth person is someone who's been a real secret hero of mine, and that is Sergeant Shriver, who was an American diplomat, a politician, and an activist. He was married to Eunice Kennedy Shriver, and he was the person who was the driving force behind the creation of the Peace Corps, the Job Corps, and Head Start. And he was really known as the architect of the 1960s war on poverty, and was also the Democratic Party's nominee for the vice president in 1972. Now, with all the gifts that you have as Librans, how can you work with your challenges? Well, some of these really may have been taught to you by your family, which was to intellectualize your emotions and to please others. Conflict may have been very difficult to deal with when you were young, and it may have felt unsafe to share your truth. So I made an affirmation that you're welcome to use until you create your own, and that is, I speak my truth to create love and harmony. And some of the solutions to help support you to use your Libran gifts, one, of course, is to have some quiet reflection time, walks in nature, certainly creating works of art and music. And for others, it might be to enjoy the arts at home and in the community. It's especially valuable for you to learn to develop stronger emotional intelligence. And then you can use your strong Libran skills to create stronger internal harmony and self-confidence. This will enable you to be a living example and really help others learn by being with you how to create love and harmony in all of your relationships. Let's celebrate the beautiful Libran energy until November 17th. And then the sun will move into the water sign of Scorpio on the new moon on November 18th. I'm Astro Coach Amy. Thank you for joining me on the Divine GPS Navigator. Feel free to visit me at astrocoachamy.com.